Hello, in this video we're going to walk through ratios again using Apple. I'm going to show you how to set up a spreadsheet to do that for you a little easier, I think. So we're going to screen share again. Okay, we're back over here. This is the same sheet that you have on Canvas. We have a ratio note sheet and I have it all filled out. You can see our previous black diamond example. I also have pulled into Excel the Apple income statement and the Apple balance statement, and I'll show you how to do that in another video. So now I have this ratio worksheet, and what I've done, you'll notice if you go through the 7 ratios that we've calculated, you notice these are the different items you need to pull. Current assets, fixed assets, total current liabilities, long-term liabilities, total liabilities, net worth or equity, and then accounts receivable. Okay, so rather than calculating each item by item, because sometimes we use these twice, let's go through and find these. So current assets, snapshot, picture, given point in time on the balance statement. Okay. Okay, so Apple balance. Okay, current assets. I forgot what I was looking for. Current assets, yeah. So here it is. Total current assets. And let's freeze this top row so you can see it. Okay, total current assets. Okay, so one nice thing I can do too is, well, you could make an equal statement here, but I'm going to copy. We want 3 years in this case, 3 years of data right there. So I'm just going to copy those. Current assets. I always like to paste the values across just in case. Okay, there's 3 years. Bam. Fixed assets. Okay, again, going to be on the balance sheet. Let's see if Apple is nice. They tell us the total. They tell us, but they don't tell us the exact fix, which is not uncommon. So we can't just copy and paste. But we can do something clever. We can write a formula equals our total assets minus our current assets, right? Okay, voila. Now, beauty of Excel, you guys know this from previous work we've done with pricing, is I just paste that across, and that's going to calculate all 3 years for me. Total assets we could look up, and we could have actually, and perhaps it would make more sense to put total assets here first, and then we can just calculate current on the sheet. But we can go find it, or we also know it's the sum of these two, right? If we're not firing our accountant, so we can just sum those up. Okay. Current liabilities, snapshot, picture, and the balance sheet. Total current liabilities, there we go. We'll just paste 3 years over. Okay, long-term liabilities, snapshot, long-term debt, total debt, other liabilities. Total liabilities, they're going to be difficult on this one too. Let's do our total liabilities. Okay, copy all 3 years. And now we can solve for long term because we know it's the difference. Right, so we just do total minus current. And we can do that all the way across. Net worth or shareholders' equity at a given point in time. It's a stock. It's a picture, a snapshot on the balance sheet. Total equity, there we go. Use across, copy. Paste. Paste values. I just like it because it keeps the formatting neat. Actually, the paste values because the way I paste values, I have to do a right click and paste values. Okay, accounts receivable. Given point in time, balance sheet. All right. Okay. Let's find it. Total receivables net. There we go. 3 years. Copy. values. Total sales, now video, it's over a period of time. So on our income statement, we said it's often revenue depending on what type of company. So up here at the top, copy 3 years. I paste them in. Net income over a period of time, a video, flow statement, income. Okay. Apple income statement, gross profit. There we go. I'm going to copy 3 years of data. Okay, voila. So now I have everything I need. Now here's the beauty of this. You know the formulas, so all you have to do is write these as formulas. Current assets equals, current ratio. Remember, if you don't remember, go back to your worksheet here. It equals current assets divided by current liabilities, right? So equals current assets divided by current liabilities. And by referencing this cells rather than typing numbers, I can copy, paste. Beautiful. So what is happening? From 2011 to 2013, we went down and then back up. If you don't remember, you can go back to your sheet here and say we want it to go up. Ideally, you think about that logically, but so yeah, it's a mixed bag. Then you can think about how to fix it. What do you want to do? Maybe it's pay off some short-term debt, which is also your current liabilities, right? Or you could liquidate or sell current assets. You might have debt to net worth. Okay, so a reminder is our total liabilities divided by our net worth. Again, I'm just clicking the cells and I paste across. What is happening? It goes down and then back up again. So Apple's definitely having some mixed time here. We can go to our ratio sheet. If we need a reminder, we want this to go down, so it's mixed. So then you should be able to think about how to fix it. I'm not going to tell you in this video how to fix all of these, but you should really be filling this out. Your average collection period. Let's pretend we don't remember. We go over here. We say, oh yeah, it's accounts receivable divided by sales times 365. So it is accounts receivable divided by sales times 365. Paste it across. This one goes up the whole time. Okay. That's bad, right? We want it to go down. So how might we fix that? How are we going to get our money faster? These are the problems you need to solve. Fixed asset turnover. We go over here for a reminder. Sales divided by fixed assets. This is how effectively our fixed assets are generating sales. Sales divided by. This is the beauty of doing it this way. I've got it all right here. Easy peasy fixed assets. Copy, paste, paste. Okay. It goes down all 3 years. Okay. This isn't bad. You remember, we want this to be higher. We want it to be effectively. Oops, sorry. It's bad. We want this to be, our assets to be effectively generating sales. And if you don't remember, you can go back to your notes, but ideally you can think through it logically. So maybe you've got some underperforming fixed assets you need to get rid of. Okay, your debt equity or debt to net. I'm sorry, it's not the one we're doing. Which one are we doing? We're doing our debt to assets. So how easily our total assets could pay off our total liabilities. So it is total liabilities all up here divided by total assets. And then do cell paste, paste, paste. If you don't remember, you can think about it. We want this to be going up. We want a higher number, right? That says, oh no, we don't. This is the one I confused last time because it switches from the other. Because we have debt on top. We actually want this to be a lower number. We want this to be going down. which 0.3 you're just actually going mostly up bad. Okay. So how do you fix that? Do you have, again, underperforming assets? Return on sales, which is our profit margin. So just a reminder, net income divided by sales. Net income divided by sales. Paste that across. So I'm just doing copy pasting there. Okay, we want this to go up, right? We want a higher profit margin. It went up, then down. Generally bad. Okay. How do we increase our profit margin? Do we raise our prices? Do we reduce our expenses? How do we reduce our expenses? What's going to be the customer reaction if we raise our price? These are all things you need to think about. Return on fixed assets. How effectively our fixed assets are generating sales. So let's look back here as a reminder. Net income divided by fixed assets. And let's have it here. Net income divided by fixed assets. Okay, this went down, down, down. So our fixed assets here are not doing a good job of generating profit. Bad. So what are we going to do? Do we have underperforming fixed assets we need to get rid of? That's usually the question we ask here. Okay, so really simple. In like 10 minutes there, we have a good snapshot of Apple. Now, you may recall, depending on when you're watching this video, that something happened in Apple around here, which might explain the generally bad performance, and that's the when Steve Jobs passed away, so the founder passed away. And that probably explains the bad performance. So what you want to do in these, and what you're going to do if you do the agency analysis assignment, is not just go calculate them. That's the first step. That's important, but to go one step further. Explain what's going on. Is it good or bad? And then even more important perhaps, how do you fix it? What are you going to do about it? So you're going to need to be able to explain that in a simple, concise manner. That's it for now.